Welcome back to Cryptic Corner, a place where we take a deep dive into the mysteries of the internet and the occasional movie review. I am your host, Travis, and these are my beautiful co-hosts, Harry.
What's up, guys? It's me again.
It's like
and Jared.
Hi.
Wonderful.
There it is.
And today we're taking a look into the myths, legends, and cryptids of New Mexico as part of the Monsters of America road trip that we're taking.
Heck yeah.
Still a bit of a scuffed road trip, like ups and down a little bit.
Look.
Oh yeah.
I think next episode we're going to be going the other way a little bit.
Oh yeah, no. We should totally do like the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. We're doing New York next, guys.
Skunk
Rat King or some shit from New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one guy from TikTok.
Giant ass sewer rats in the sewers of New York. Anyways,
we'll just have to show those TikToks of the rat man, the guy in the rat suit, like dragging big pizzas around.
This time, fellas, I would like to start. I'd like to kick off the episode with a spooky cryptid from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dim the lights.
Starting with
get the music going.
Oh yeah, no, I can dim my lights really quick.
Oh okay.
Starting with the well-known legend of La Llorona.
Oh shit, that's what I chose.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Dude, we've been butchering it for a while.
Sorry. For the surfer dudes, it's La Llorona.
Very cool.
But
I'll say it again in a
this
Brooklyn accent.
What?
So say again in a New Jersey accent.
The Rona.
That was not New Jersey at all.
I don't know how to do New Jersey accent.
Exactly.
Anyways, inherited from Latin American folklore, the story of La Llorona, aka the Weeping Woman, differs depending on who tells it, where they tell it. So, like, there's multiple versions of the story. Some of the key points retain the same. Hundreds of years ago, a woman named Maria had 2 children, and she didn't have a very nice husband. She married a rich man, from what I remember, because I watched the movie. The movie was awful, by the way. Either catching her husband with another woman, or in response to being abandoned by him, in a fit of rage, she drowns her own children. Realizing her error, she immediately calls out for her children in grief, then drowns herself. Her spirit is still stuck on Earth because of this grave sin of just murdering her children out of a fit of rage. She has to search endlessly for her children, and this story is told to basically keep kids in at night and not go down by the river, because if she spots you, she will think that you are her child, and she will try and drown you.
What a jerk.
That sounds similar to one of the Hawaii cryptids that we did.
Yeah.
Alright, talking about like the green lady?
The mother that had kids and now she doesn't, and now she hunts for kids at night.
Yeah.
It's just another, like, don't go outside because it's dangerous outside.
It's a cautionary tale.
There's a lot of
don't go about... Go ahead.
I was about to say it's interesting because, like, a lot of cryptids, some of them have, like, very similar to each other.
Well, yeah,
that makes a
basically
lot of sense.
Like how ideas are spread around. Like,
yeah,
someone can get an idea for a paranormal activity movie. It just depends on who does that idea better, like who executes it better.
Yeah, Marvel or DC?
Yeah.
There's a perfect example for you.
No, I think it's perfect time.
That isn't even a debate.
DC. The Justice League cartoons,
dude,
are
the cartoons
superior to the Marvel movies.
Watch the new Deadpool movie and then tell me that DC's better.
Oh, I love I love the Deadpool. I love Deadpool stuff, but I'm just saying, like, DC's like Justice League cartoons, bro. The Justice League cartoons
Those are fine.
so good.
Okay. What about the movie?
Are you talking about? I'm talking about the cartoons specifically.
Any of the DC universe movies.
Okay, my
I'm
bad.
talking about
Okay,
their cartoons. Their cartoons are good.
okay, my
Like
bad.
the
What about
Justice League
Aquaman?
cartoons. I mean, Amber Heard was in it, so like.
Okay, my bad. What about Aquaman 2?
She was
wasn't
also
Amber
in that.
Heard
So
also in it.
Exactly. My point stands.
Okay, well, hold on. What about? Wait. Never mind.
Continuing.
Man of
Never
Steel
mind.
was
I had
okay.
to think about it.
That was okay.
The Flash
I
was
was-
bad.
I was going to say. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm fact checking myself. Go ahead and do your next one. No.
Well,
yeah, well,
figure it out.
Well, I can't really do my one
I
because
love that I started this.
I also chose La Llorona, so
Yeah, so just go into a little more detail, or what detail you have, so we can finish off the
Yeah.
lady.
I'll say with
Okay,
La Llorona.
Wait, before we go on, I was going to say, what about the John Constantine movie?
I don't remember that.
You guys never seen John Constantine?
That movie was fine,
I don't remember that.
but I'm saying
Okay.
as a whole, one movie doesn't redeem the whole franchise.
Look, Marvel is good up until Phase 4. Phase 3.
Dude, Deadpool's bringing it back. I swear.
Deadpool. I want to see Deadpool number 3. I heard
They
it was
dropped
really good.
they dropped the F word 118 times in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but-
sounds awesome.
But,
It's
okay.
awesome.
But who made it? Disney or Ryan Reynolds?
Mostly Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly. See?
It's because Ryan Reynolds actually cares about, the shit he does.
Yeah.
And comic accuracy. They did a
Also-
great job. This
also,
podcast doesn't
he's
have
sexy
anything
as
to do
fuck.
with this at all.
This is nothing
Yes,
about
Yeah.
we
Cryptids.
love Ryan Reynolds.
I'd fuck him.
This has nothing to do with that, but if you haven't watched the Deadpool movie, please watch it.
Yeah, you get to watch the cryptid on screen known as Ryan Reynolds. Anyways,
Yeah, he's
continuing,
my favorite cryptid.
Continuing, yeah, that besides Italian people. Continuing,
And
I'll
we're
give him a bit
canceled.
more. I'll give a bit more. Joking, I'm joking, mostly.
Call back to before we were recording.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
was gonna
I'll
do
give
it,
a
but I can't do it now.
I'll give a little bit more detail about La Llorona. La Llorona can be seen, wearing a white dress and veil, like covering her face, and she's normally roaming
Oh,
like
so wedding
waterfronts.
garb.
Yeah, like wedding garb. Yeah, and she'll be like roaming.
The woman in white.
Yeah, woman white, and she'll be like roaming riverfronts, just wailing and crying for 2 children. And-
Isn't there something like if you hear her crying, then your days are numbered? I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that's like part of the legend.
I don't know. I didn't see that in my research, so.
Let me scroll.
But mine was pretty cursory. Ugh. I cannot speak.
Cursory.
Cursory, yeah. I got caught in my
That kind of makes sense. It goes hand in hand with most of the rest of the cautionaries from the other
Yeah.
states that we've covered.
Before I
Yeah.
know, like,
Sorry if
her tale has like a lot of variations and stuff, so.
yeah.
So we gotta do research on all of them, and then like do a
Battle
pseudo
Royale.
head to head against which one's better. Yeah.
Which is the best lore.
We should. I think we can do that if we like watch the La Llorona, or yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we actually
Yeah.
do real deep research on
think-
everybody, and then like we'll go in depth about the 1 billion lions versus the sun type thing.
No, I think we should do that with the probably like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster, because there's like 10 Bigfoots and 10 Loch Ness monsters.
Dude,
Sorry if we seen
Bigfoot would beat the shit out of the Loch Ness.
No, I'm saying like which big variation of Bigfoot's like the best, like the abominable snowman versus Bigfoot
Big hairy.
versus like
Hairy
Big
Harold.
Bigfoot.
skunk.
Me.
It is basically a prehistoric monkey versus a prehistoric giant lizard. The lizard's
he's
gonna
got, like,
win.
Hulk strength, bro.
Oh no, I think Bigfoot's gonna win because he can like grab a gun and just shoot the giant
He's
lizard.
opposable thumbs, bro.
Exactly. For all I know, he might have a nuke. We don't know. We never seen him with one.
Bigfoot can use
Yeah.
magic. Confirmed.
I would know. I'm one of them. Harry
Exactly.
Bigfoot.
Exactly.
You're not very hairy though.
He's adolescent, so
You don't know that.
I'm looking at you right now.
He shaves. He grooms himself.
Do you take like
Yeah,
a wax strip
I
and you
can't say
wax your
that.
forehead?
He's a shaver.
I'm
You
glad
were
that Bungus
called
caught
yourself
what I
a
was- where I was
groomer.
go- No. I was not gonna do that. Okay.
Hide your
I have
kids, hide
no
your wife.
intentions. So I have 3 cryptids that I wanted to go over, but I have 4 things, but 3 are cryptids. So
Real quick,
the
I do
first-
want to make. I'm sorry, I do want to make a little announcement. It looks like you're wearing a sombrero, by the way, with the UFO in the background.
It's all part of his plan.
I do want to make an announcement. Next week, there's not going to be an episode. There might be a corner show,
Oh no.
but we'll be editing the ghost hunting special. Meaning, I'll be editing the ghost hunting
big
special.
things.
And then Harold is going out of town for personal business.
Yup. So it's just a little hiatus.
Yeah, I have
And
an
then
idea.
the week after we will be back, and it'll be the ghost hunting special.
Yeah, which would be really cool. Oh,
Is that an
No,
apparition in
you
your
didn't hear that.
background?
I need that.
Yes.
I need that.
Anyways, that's basically the what's going on. So
Yeah.
if you guys are gonna be curious on why there's gonna be no episode next week, that is why. Anyways, Harry, sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead and continue with what you're going to say.
You are fine. I think that's a
Yeah.
good warning. So
Yeah,
I
continue.
was saying I have 4 topics. It's 4 topics. Yeah, for the audience, I just put on a cowboy hat for
Yeah.
this. Maybe I
wanna
should have
be a-
saved that for Texas, but
Well, I mean, you can always edit it out. You're editing this episode.
I could. I'll just wear it again. It's not like I can not wear a hat twice. Anyways, I've got 4. One of which isn't encrypted, but I have to go over it anyways because it's New Mexico. And for those of you that know, you're awesome. The Roswell incident in 1947.
I think
When
everyone knows
a
about this.
peculiar object crashed near Roswell, sparking speculation that it was of extraterrestrial origin. The government's officials' stance was that it was merely a weather balloon, yet this explanation failed to quell
Weather
the public's
balloon, my
curiosity. This mystery has transformed Roswell into a significant tourist destination, drawing visitors eager to unravel its secrets. Because I have been through Roswell and it is funky. There's just a vibe to it. There's not much going on there, but you just kind of know, like, aliens, they've been here.
Yeah.
You just get it. And New Mexico is kind of just known for Roswell. That's like
Roswell and Area
the
51.
thing. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, call back to what was it, like 2019, 2020 when they
Knocked over
raided
runners.
the Area 51.
Yeah,
That was
that
probably
was
the
funny.
funniest meme.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, what, like 20 people showed up?
Yeah.
Hey, it was
Because like
cool,
By
man.
the
the
news.
government was actually getting nervous.
Yeah.
That's just
They're
did they have a
like,
briefing?
oh,
They had
there's
a
a lot
legit.
of people.
Well, they had a legit briefing on it.
Oh yeah, there was like legitimate force put behind this just in case shit hit the fan. But I just wanted to
Weaponized
touch that just
memes.
because it's synonymous with
I
Roswell.
have a
Even though
little
they
bit to
aren't
talk about
cryptids.
it.
I guess they could be cryptids.
I consider cryptid. Aliens are they're cryptids. They're unexplainable things.
Yeah, it kind of counts. That's why I threw it in here.
I have
I've
little.
got my boys behind me.
I have a
lot
little
of,
bit to comment about Roswell because I think it'd be interesting. But
Go
I
ahead.
also
Yeah.
it's kind of I might be kind of a party pooper here, all right? But turns out, at least from what I know, is that the thing that crashed actually is a weather balloon. Sort of. Sort of. It's a very specific weather
Lies.
balloon, and what it was a weather balloon that was supposed to measure vibrations, I think, at a certain altitude. And it's because it's the U.S. trying to monitor Russia when they triggered nukes.
I would like to
So that's why they're so secretive
be the
with it.
devil's advocate. Was this from when they took the picture of the sheriff in town sitting right next to like some shredded up like plastic?
I don't remember.
So I was listening to a little bit about the Roswell stuff, and he was like, they did an interview with him afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, no, that's what they told me to say. They told me to say it was a weather balloon, but that wasn't no weather balloon." He said it was a big old
My
cover up.
man.
It was a cover up.
Yeah,
I
that guy
won't
knows
deny
what's
that.
up.
So he said it wasn't. He said it was not a weather balloon.
Yeah, I believe
I
that.
didn't get my tinfoil hat. Aliens, aliens.
Like
Oh,
I said,
yeah,
like
don't worry.
like,
This thing's
it
lined
was
with
a
tinfoil on the
like I
inside.
said, it was a cover up. At least the story, that theory is like it was a cover up, but it wasn't alien. It was just like USS Cold War type shit,
Yeah.
which I think is
So
actually
I
very
thought that was a fun
plausible.
thing to go over.
But yeah,
I can
I think that's
actually
very
go
interesting.
into my first actual cryptid if you guys want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay. Podcast is
I
over,
can-
guys. We're going
Thanks for
home.
watching.
Dang, this is the shortest podcast ever.
Yep, 17
well,
minutes.
since you went on your little, so you had your first topic,
Now,
I'd like to go over the next
I want to
one.
do. I want to do my first cryptid because the aliens
That
don't count as a
technically
cryptid.
was a cryptid.
No, no.
You talked
That doesn't
about the
count.
Roswell
I said,
incident.
dude.
That
I
does
said,
count.
yeah. I said I have 3 cryptids and 1 bonus guy, and I did the bonus guy first. I'm doing my first one.
Desserts
Okay.
are for last, Harry. Actually,
I'm editing this episode. I will. Even if you go
Yeah,
first,
but-
I will cut mine before yours.
Okay.
How dare you?
Again, for the audience, we don't talk about the cryptids that we found before the podcast, so all of this is happening on the fly.
This is live,
So-
people. This is real.
This is live and unscripted. I don't know if that's obvious. It probably is. But so my first actual cryptid, Travis,
Your guy.
is the Thunderbird.
Dang it, that was my
celestial
third one. That was my
That means
third
you can.
one.
Then I'm glad I went first because that way you can just come in and out with me. We can bounce here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the Thunderbird is a legendary creature deeply rooted in the mythology of many Native American tribes, particularly those of the Southwest. It's often depicted as a colossal bird with a wingspan said to be as wide as a mountain. Its feathers are said to be iridescent and capable of producing lightning, and its cries can herald storms and earthquakes. So this is a bad bitch.
Damn.
It's often seen as a symbol of power, wisdom, and protection. It's believed to be a guardian of the people, capable of controlling the weather and warding off evil spirits. And in some cultures, the Thunderbird is associated with the sun and the afterlife. As it's a primarily mythological figure, there have been numerous reportings and sightings of large unidentified flying objects
Oh,
that could be attributed to the Thunderbird. Some believe that these sightings may be the result of misidentifications of natural phenomena such as birds of prey or weather patterns. I feel like birds of prey are a little bit smaller than this guy,
Yeah.
but
I was saying,
I
I feel like a
digress.
Thunderbird would be pretty big.
yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
And
Well,
I'm talking
there's-
about the car, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
tempted to
I'm
just
kidding.
kick you out of the car.
No, just mean Travis.
The car is also a mythological creature.
I have a more logical explanation on the Thunderbird pulled up on my screen
Okay.
over
Hmm.
here.
I've got some cited eyewitness accounts.
Ooh.
Cited meaning
Nouns.
cite, like cited. Like there's sources for this.
I'll go. So, Thunderbirds, like Harry said, supernatural beings who ruled the skies, became a modern day urban legend when the story collides with observable facts. Uh, Teratorns, prehistoric birds that were the ancestors of today's vultures, once flew over New Mexico. Their skeletons measured wingspans of 20 feet, and they are thought to have weighed more than 100 pounds. The bird flew over the late Oligocene and late. I Dude, these are like fucking dinosaur eras, dude. I can't pronounce
Don't
this
worry, man.
shit.
It's just Latin.
It is assumed to be extinct. However, witnesses reported seeing the bird flying of enchanted over the land of enchantment until the 1800s. Some even say they've seen extraordinary large birds in the Doña Ana Mountains outside of Las Cruces today. So yeah, really big birds um
Big birds who
like
aren't yellow.
vultures and prehistoric extinct big birds. Like
That's-
Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Barney, yeah.
Yeah, and Barney.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
He doesn't
Like-
like steal kids or anything, to my knowledge. He's a
Well-
protector, so I think he's a pretty chill guy.
I just thought he was a big old yellow bird.
Yeah, but it sounds like he's way cooler than that.
Wow, a big bird.
Yeah. So this, I'll go over my eyewitness accounts because I went out of my way to make sure that I got a couple sources on this. There's
Yeah,
like
dude.
a Navajo elder that had recounted a story of witnessing a thunderbird during a severe thunderstorm. The elder described a massive bird with a wingspan that spanned the entire valley, accompanied by thunder and lightning. So he was the one that was controlling the weather. He was riding the wave. There was
If you
another
think about it-
rancher.
Sorry, but if you think about it, that's a big ass fucking bird.
No
That's
shit.
a big bird.
That's a bit. How if that does let's say for instance, okay, let's throw all logic out the window. Let's say that thing does exist. How the fuck would we have not noticed it by now?
This guy did. This guy literally did.
I'm not saying just like one dude.
No,
One
there's another dude.
just chilling. I'm saying like everybody. Like if a bird that big existed, I think it would be on national news. Like, so
this is-
a giant ass bird flew over New Mexico today, controlling the weather.
Well, this is probably like forever ago.
I think you just live under a rock.
Yeah.
I live under a house.
Under a rock. Patrick Star style.
Yeah.
His
my
house does
second
look kind of
eyewitness,
comfy. I'm not gonna lie.
His house is a turtle. A rancher claimed to have seen a
That's not
thunderbird
true.
while riding
That's
his
not
house near
canon.
Chaco Canyon. It is true.
It is.
It is canon.
It is canon.
The creature was said to have soared
Not my
high above the
SpongeBob.
canyon, its wings casting a shadow that covered the entire landscape. This was local folklore and oral history on a website that I found. So there's two guys, not just one guy. Two guys who've seen this.
I don't know. I'm gonna
At
need
least.
I'm gonna need a third one.
I can get you a third one.
Deal.
Okay, well hold on. Does anyone not know how shadows work?
No.
Well,
Yeah, I
think
keep
of an
running and
airplane.
it keeps following me.
Like, okay, the farther back you go, the bigger your shadow's gonna get. The bird was really high in the air. The shadow's gonna cast down.
No, that's not how it works with the sun.
Because
Oh, you explain airplanes then.
Airplanes are really
Explain
big.
airplane shadows.
It's bigger than an airplane.
Airplanes are really big.
Wingspan across the whole canyon, dude.
I think they're a little loopy.
Wingspan that spanned the entire valley.
Okay, your next witness better be a really good witness.
Yeah. Well, his name is George W. Bush. So. Can it?
Because I think your witnesses
Can
are
it?
kind of goofy right now. I think they're kind of goofing.
I think you're kind of goofy right now.
I think you're kind of a
What do
hater,
you mean?
Travis.
I'm just trying
Don't
to think
be-
logically. I'm just
Don't be
trying to think.
dissing on my
I'm not
goddamn
dissing-
Thunderbird, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
dissing on a giant bird. Okay.
Yes, you are.
I'll
No,
diss
I'm
on
not.
your giant bird, dude.
How do you
don't
think
have a
Big
bird.
Bird would? How do you think Big Bird would feel, huh?
Big Bird's a
Yeah.
guy
How would
in
you
a
feel
suit.
if I said, dude, I've
Oh
never
my
seen you in
God.
real life. I don't even know if you're real.
Yeah.
Well, it's true.
You're
You
fake.
haven't seen me in real life.
Have you guys actually heard the
Yeah.
theory that the Netherlands don't exist?
We're not talking about that. We're
I-
not going to
yeah,
get into
I
that
believe
today.
I think that's true.
Exactly. See, Harry agrees with me.
So we have never gotten somebody from the Netherlands to comment on our channel, so I don't think it exists.
I
From the
never heard.
Netherlands.
I never heard anything from the Netherlands other
Hey,
than
hey.
the Netherlands. So,
Calm down.
I don't like that face, Travis. You just scared me.
What is Travis? You have a number 2, right?
I do.
Another cryptid. Let's do that instead of this.
You don't want to share your third witness.
No.
Share your third witness.
Oh, I said I don't have one. I can go and get one.
Oh, well, too late.
I thought you had a third witness. Shame.
All right,
Hey.
Travis.
Can you say that you saw the Thunderbird? Just say it really loud. Just say you saw the Thunderbird really loud so the mic can hear it. Yeah, please. You're my third witness.
That's crazy. That
don't
doesn't
love it.
count.
I don't hear it.
Louder, louder.
I don't hear it.
Louder. She saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
Thunderbird, motherfucker.
All right. All right. Proof's proof.
SMH, bro. SMH. Anyways,
There's my
my
witness.
second and last monster, since Harry and I kind of did the same one, is the El Coco. This
Coco?
is the
Chocolate.
New Mexico boogeyman.
Ooh.
It is a formidable figure, said to kidnap children. Once they are
Oh.
spirited away, many tales say the El Coco devours them. But well-behaving children need not to fear. El Coco only sees children who are misbehaving and don't obey their parents. Several 17th century nursery rhymes describe El Coco as a lurking shadow outside children's windows and instructs them to go to sleep before the boogeyman gets them. These rhymes sound more likely to cause nightmares than rest. This is terrible.
Travis, I was just gonna say, you seem pretty like deadlocked on all the monsters that get kids.
Dude, listen,
kid
I am
getters.
on
Hey.
state employee
I'll-
credit union website talking about New Mexico folk tales and monsters.
Okay.
What?
There's
Credible.
one. There
This
was
sounds
one
more
more.
credible than
listen,
Wikipedia.
Look,
listen.
Harry.
There was one more on here.
Harry, to be devil's
It's the
advocate.
chupacabra. Everybody knows who the chupacabra. Let me finish. Everyone knows who the chupacabra is, and they also have another fucking Bigfoot. The only thing that's different is the La Malogra, which is like evil cotton seeds.
Did you know there's more than one website on Google?
No. To be devil's advocate, Harry. To be devil's advocate, I'll say this, all right? If I was a cryptid and I was hungry, would you go after children?
What's the easiest? Like,
Exactly.
Dude, Bungus is saying that he would go after kids. This is crazy. This is a
Only,
wild
look,
episode.
only if I was hungry enough, man. I'm just saying. All right.
This
Dude,
would be
Bungus
so
chows on
terrible.
children confirmed.
This would be so terrible out of context. Oh my god.
And guess what's going on TikTok, boys?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way you
It's-
doing dirty like that.
It's not, dude. It's not me outing myself this time. You guys did it.
Look, Bungie is hungry.
We're talking about folk
Or
monsters,
quarter
okay?
pounder.
Yep.
For
So
some
neither,
reason, all
neither
these
of
old
my-
tales. For some reason, all these old tales have a fascinating with killing and eating children. Okay, it's not my fault.
No, all three of mine have nothing to do with kids. All right.
I'm about to say mine
Excuse
does have
me
to do
for
with
not
killing kids,
picking
but
a
I'd be
giant
lying.
bird.
Like mine has to do with killing kids, but that's like part of the backstory, right? The monster actually doesn't care about it. It just goes after regular people.
Okay. As long as it's not kids specifically, then whatever.
No, the monster's crying because it murder kids.
Yeah.
So it's
I would
better.
like to talk
It's
about this
better.
last one on here, if I may, and then you guys can continue. The Got a
I'm
problem?
kidding. No,
The-
we're okay.
The La Malogra, New Mexicans often think the release of cotton seeds is evil, if only because the pollen aggravates their allergies, but in New Mexico folklore, these seeds become a legendary creature. La Malogra is said to be made of cottonwood, fluff that gathers into a ball that rolls through the forest. It is... I swear to God.
Yeah, continue.
Does it
This is
get
interesting.
kids? Does this ball get
It
kids?
is said to smother any children.
Oh my god, Travis.
Not the children.
I didn't know.
You're just a magnet for kid getter stories, dude.
That sentence hit.
That's a horrible sentence. I never want to hear that sentence again.
Then
I
stop
didn't-
talking about kid getters.
I'm sorry.
Fucking
La
kid
La
getters.
Llorona.
This is impressive.
La Malogra, El Coco.
Every single one of yours
Every
has to do with
kid
kids
getters.
being gotten. They're kid
I
getters.
just saw it said evil cotton seeds. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun thing.
I gotta
it
say,
turns into a giant cotton ball and kills children.
out of all of them, I think this one's my favorite, just because it's so ridiculous. I'm like, I don't think any human
It
could
comes
come up
out
with
of
this. I
nowhere.
believe it.
You know what
I
they're
believe it.
describing? You know what they're describing? A fucking tumbleweed.
Yeah. It's literally a tumbleweed.
Have you seen the
Okay.
damages a tumbleweed can do to a fucking car?
I was just gonna say the tumbleweed storms that blow through when like all of them have the zeitgeist to just die and roll at the same time. There's oceans of them, which makes sense. I feel like a few kids might get lost in there, so that's pretty cool. That could totally be a cryptid.
I like this. 10
Can I
out of 10
redeem
cryptid.
myself?
10 out of 10.
Can I redeem myself with something? I read through it. This has nothing to do with children getting killed or eaten.
But let me do my second one then. Then we'll circle back to you because chances are you say it's not going to be about kids, and then
It is.
you're gonna
I was
like
gonna
the
do the
last sentence is
chupacabra.
going to be. Oh, you can do that. Whatever. That's going to say the last sentence is it also only goes for kids. That's going to be like in parentheses at the end. P.S. So, my second one that does not have to do with kids is the Owl Man of Sakura. Socorro. I don't know how to say that. The Nocturnal Menace.
Translate.
In the 1970s. I don't think it needs a translate. I
that's
just
kinda
need
recent.
an accent. Yeah, in the 70s, a wave of sightings. So it happened before, but this is when the sightings really came out.
Okay.
A wave of sightings rocked a small town. The small town. Oh, it is a town of Socorro. I need to figure out how to pronounce that. New Mexico. The culprit was a mysterious creature known as the Owl Man, described as a humanoid figure with large owl-like eyes and a wingspan of several feet. The Owl Man was said to stalk at night, terrorizing locals and livestock. The first sighting was reported, the first sighting of the Owl Man was in 1971 when a group of teenagers. What? Oh, it said 70s, not 1970. Okay, I got that kind of screwed. But a group of teenagers claimed to have encountered a large winged creature while driving near the town. So the creature reportedly followed their car, and its glowing eyes were piercing through the darkness. So it sounds a lot like Mothman, just with less cheek. Over the next
Hold
few
on.
years, there were numerous other sightings of Owlman.
Hold on.
Some witnesses described a creature with a feathered body and a long hooked beak, while others reported a more humanoid form with leathery wings.
What do you mean by
That's
less
so
cheek?
interesting. Nothing. Historically,
Are you looking
Mothman
at
is cheaped
Mothman's
up.
ass?
No, there's a statue of Mothman in one of its towns of origins, and for whatever reason, the artist decided to make it super cheeked, and it's an issue that people are putting coins and dollar bills in the crack.
Dude, fucking NSFW artists everywhere, man. Can't escape him.
Keep that shit up. Keep that up. Don't stop putting cash in his crack.
Keep him up.
We
Keep him
need
cheeked up.
we need pictures of Mothman.
Yeah.
We
We
need
need
pictures of Mothman.
Yeah.
I need pictures of Mothman.
Maybe it's Mothman.
Get
See,
me
no
pictures of
kids.
Spider-Man.
I don't think it was very hard.
Maybe it's Mothman. Who knows?
Ugh, my Mothman makes me pretty hard.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
scared. That was most like
That's going on TikTok.
posh, like, oh my gosh.
Right in the cringe comp.
You sound like so British there, Harry, like without having to ask. You're like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
That's going right on TikTok.
Well, it's just like,
Right
didn't
in the
do
cringe
what?
compilation.
You're slandering me right now. There's
Well,
no
it's like-
reason for
it's
this.
like a
I got
British
slandered
spot.
in the
I don't
corner
have
show.
a British accent.
I got slandered in the corner show. Harry's getting slandered on here. On the actual
Where did the British
episode.
accent come from? When did I bring that out? I literally just said,
Well-
"Oh my gosh."
well, the way you said it sounded very British.
It did not. All right, listeners,
You know,
comment. Was that British or not?
No, kind of like, you know, like if like a British guy witnessed a car crash, it's like, oh, that's a bit of trouble, ain't it?
You can't park there.
I got into a little fender bender.
Yeah. See?
That's not what I sound like.
No, that's how you sound like in that specific moment, just without the accent, alright?
Yeah, you sounded
Okay.
British. Are you hanging out with British people?
No,
You might be picking up on the accent a little bit.
no,
Little bit of an accent, isn't it?
wrong.
Should have been Scottish.
Oh my God, Travis, how about you go into your non
It's
kid
Jared's
getter?
turn.
I don't have
Is it?
anything else.
Yeah. You don't have anything else.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
We should have talked about this first.
So-
Yeah, explain your situation right now.
So I kind of did a little bit of a goof, guys. Apologies. I know it's not very
fucking
uncommon for
guy.
me, but
What-
when they said
hap-
next episode, I was like, oh, Alaska, and I wrote down a whole notebook like page.
Alaska.
So you know, I did my
Not
homework for
once.
I did my homework for next episode. Let's just say that.
Alaska.
Yep. Not once have we mentioned Alaska in the Discord channel. He just pulled
We
this right out of his ass.
We said New Mexico. What?
Uh,
Yeah,
Where
so
did
what if we
you
did New
get
Mexico and Travis
Alaska?
said, yeah.
I think it's because in my brain
I
I,
know they
was
sound
wanting to do
really
Alaska.
similar.
I think I wanted to do Alaska, so my brain had a weird Freudian slip where like, yeah, we're doing Alaska.
Yeah, when I think of New Mexico, I think of Alaska. They're like
Yeah.
they're very synonymous with each other.
Similar vibes, yeah. Same people, same vibes.
Yeah, it's 100. Yeah, same time zone and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna do this next one while you look at your Alaska notes. Okay.
Yeah. I can talk about it.
The chupacabra. Many New Mexicans will swear they've never seen this animal themselves. And the southern equivalent, it's the southern equivalent of Bigfoot. In its legendary status and elusiveness, descriptions of the creature vary, but it's often portrayed as a large, hairless canine sometimes. However, it is described as a lizard-like hybrid with spines trailing down its back. Every account calls out the animal's vampirism, and it is said to suck the blood out of livestock, particularly goat blood, which is where the name chupra, to suck, and cabra, goat, comes from, aka goat sucker.
The Chupacabra.
It does not kill kids, as far as I know.
Well, maybe goat kids.
I'm
But,
gonna look this up.
The Chupacabra is super. You don't know the Chupacabra?
If you think
No, I'm
about
gonna
it,
look up.
Harry, if you think about it, all of these cryptids potentially kill children.
That's true, but not my owl man. He's pretty chill.
Think
Your owl man
also not my
terrorized
Thunderbird.
teenagers.
Do you guys know that the
Yeah, they're not
chupacabras in Fallout
kids.
New
And
Vegas?
also, the Thunderbird is just a bird. That makes sense.
Do you guys know that the chupacabras in the hit game Fallout New Vegas? I made shit
No,
reference
the
no one would
chupacabra
get.
does not have much to do with kids at all. It isn't even really a cautionary tale.
Yeah, I'm
So,
pretty
good
sure
job.
these are all just cautionary tales that they tell their kids at night.
Alright,
Like, oh,
Can-
don't go out at night or the weeping woman's going to get you. Don't go out at
Yeah,
night
for the most
or you're
part.
going. Don't go out at night or you're gonna get crushed by a fucking cotton ball.
Until you get to like shit like fucking Filipino cryptids.
Behave, or you're going to get taken by the boogeyman.
And
Harry, can you
for,
just
for me, it was behave or else you'd be on the naughty list. And that was about it. And that was just terrifying enough to me.
Oh
Hey,
well,
can you
my
just-
my parents told me to behave or they'd beat my ass. So
Oh, yeah.
my parents
that's
told
it.
me
I got my ass beat like twice, and I stopped doing all the bad things because I didn't want to get my ass beat again.
Damn. Well, my dad would tell me the story about Captain Claw. I think that's his name.
What's Captain Claw?
It's like an urban legend about a guy, or Captain Hook, or Captain Claw. Or
You-
Mr. Hook.
Peter Pan.
No, it wasn't Peter Pan. It was like a urban legend where something happens, and then people are driving away, and then when they park their car, they see Hook on their tailgate or some shit like that. Yeah. This was so
That's
long.
what you get for
Look,
playing hooky.
I was like 5 years old.
Whoa.
Okay, give me some slack. Also, Harry, can you strip if
That's fair.
chupacabras
I
have
did that.
miniguns?
What?
I don't think
This is-
chupacabras
this is a Fallout
have
thing, isn't it?
miniguns.
Yes. We got chupacabra.
Dude, chupacabras have miniguns. Oh
Is-
shit, Quora. Has anyone ever shot a chupacabra? Yes. There's some basis for the myth that the chupacabras truly exist, unlike the other mythical creatures. Actual corpses resembling. Holy shit, I'm gonna read this.
Oh, the shit.
This is Quora, so it's just somebody saying, like, yeah. Where's the reply?
Where's like I'm
The
thinking
chemistry and the DNA make it so when they die, their insides dissolve. Interesting.
That's very interesting.
So it's like when they die, they took a cyanide pill and things just start melting.
That's interesting, yeah. That's actually really cool. Now I'm thinking like the weird big-headed people in like Mexico.
Oh, Chupacabra came from Puerto Rico, so sorry, Travis, that doesn't count.
Well, La
It
Llorona
literally
came
is
from
on the
Southern
New
America.
Mexico list.
Well, it's like, I mean, La Llorona
There's
came
just
from
pictures
Southern
of
America.
dead animals. Oh my god.
Is it gross? Can I see?
Yeah. I'm not gonna show this.
I don't know, man. I disposed of a dead cat. not
Harry,
super
put a
long ago.
timestamp of the chupacabra up here, like right now.
The
when you
chupacabra is.
can.
I
When
can
you're
do
editing.
that. So,
Editing Harry.
Oh
I'm
my
talking to
God.
editing Harry right
Yeah,
now.
40 minutes.
I also
Hello,
want
editing
you
Harry, I
to.
love you.
I also want you to put up like a cup of coffee,
Why?
just like right over here where my hand is, because it'd be kind of funny.
Editing Harry, I want you to give all of us
I'm not gonna do that.
clown noses and wigs.
I
yeah,
have,
can
I
you do
have
that?
to edit quickly.
Okay,
No,
well,
I'm not tracking that on us.
Okay,
You don't have to track it,
well,
just a still
I'm
image.
pretty sure. Are we finished with this topic?
I think
Is
we
this
are.
going to be another short
Yeah.
podcast?
No, I've got one more.
Oh,
Because I came prepared today.
Well,
I came prepared today too. I did 4.
I was so prepared today
Each-
that I'm prepared for the next episode. So
Yeah, true. So, my next guy is the Goat Man of Farmington.
Farmington.
The Goat Man, huh?
Yeah, the Goat Man.
I
So,
would know more
this
about
legendary
Farmington.
creature. Dude, Farmington? You wouldn't believe what goes on there.
Yeah.
This creature attacks children, doesn't it?
No,
No, he
I
attacks
told you none
tractors.
of my cryptids attack children. So This is a legendary creature associated with New Mexico. The goat man. This goat-like entity is said to haunt the rural areas around the city of Farmington, terrorizing locals and livestock. The goat man is typically described as a humanoid creature with a goat's head, horns, and hooves. It's said to have a glowing red eyes and sharp claws, capable of inflicting serious injury. The goat man is often associated with dark, forested areas and is believed to be territorial and aggressive. Its exact origins are unknown, but the legend may have its roots in local folklore or eyewitness accounts, such like an unusual animal behavior. Some believe the goat man may be a mutated animal or even a supernatural entity. There were numerous reported sightings of the goat man over the years. While many of these sightings can be attributed to misidentifications of animals or hoaxes, the legend persists, fueled by the enduring fascination with the unknown. And my eyewitness account is, I have two, I guess I could go over. A local resident claimed to have picked up a hitchhiker on a dark rural road in Farmington. The hitchhiker was described as a tall, gaunt figure with a goat-like face. The driver became frightened and drove off, leaving the hitchhiker behind. That's very interesting. They almost fucking picked them up.
I don't know.
There were a bunch of farmers that reported sightings and livestock mutilations, with some attributing the attacks to the goat man.
Interesting.
They often involve strange wounds and missing body parts. So, like, if this was a regular natural predator that needed the food, they generally don't just take parts and leave the rest, right?
Yeah, they don't mutilate.
So
the
it's
corpse.
just weird shit.
Yeah. Kind of like the idea of the chupacabra where it just sucks their blood.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Still sounds like a cool guy.
Sounds like a cool guy. Oh my god.
Pretty cool dude. Would like to meet him one day. Shake his
I would
goat
like to
sure
not
you would.
meet him one day.
Just like
I'll watch.
shake my strong hand.
I'll watch from a distance with my Zoom camera.
Same. I'll get the popcorn, Harry.
You and your technology.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I'll watch through my rifle scope and see how it goes down.
I'll just sit there and look through my binoculars.
So, next time you pick up a hitchhiker and he has like goat face, keep on driving. Listen to the
If you
story.
hear,
Nope,
if
pick
you
'em
hear
up.
the if you hear the
Or pick 'em up.
hooves clanking on the concrete, don't pick them up, silly.
That's concrete, baby.
Yeah.
Do we have anything
So
else
what-
we would like to talk about?
No.
I don't. I thought you did. You go already go over your 4?
Yeah, so I did La Llorona, I did El Coco,
The kid getters.
I did the cotton.
Yeah.
the-
Your chupacabra was your unprepared 4th.
Yeah, well, not unprepared. Like it was just a list on the site. It was on the list.
Yeah, so it wasn't planned, so it was unprepared, bro.
I like the
Well,
cotton.
I didn't think you were gonna do the Thunderbird, because I
Like-
just originally wanted to do 3.
I like the evil cotton one. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know why they all attack children. I just see the name. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because like I don't read these ahead of time. Okay, I see the name. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna learn about it with you guys on the podcast. I don't
think
because like
I
this is
disagree with this.
listen. This is exactly what I did when I got home. I was like, okay, I'm gonna shower. I got out of the shower. I went and I literally looked up New Mexico folk monsters and urban legends, and I found that. And I'm like, oh, these are cool. Let's talk about these on the podcast. I'm not gonna read them because I want to learn about it too.
My
And
process is
I
a lot
read about it.
different.
What's up?
I said my process is a lot different. It's interesting.
I like,
Dude,
to,
you
I like to
had-
learn about these things with you guys.
You had 4 days.
I've been busy.
So have I.
I have been busy. Me personally, I'll like go on like I'll find a cryptid that I like and I'll search up its name and like go on like 3 or something like different websites and I'll take pieces from all of them and put them in my own words or notes.
Listen,
Yeah.
we all have our unique ways of doing research. Some is more efficient than others.
There's
Like
being
me,
prepared and there's not
I'm
being prepared.
listen. The podcast still got done. It still
guys,
got done.
Let's stop this destructive
This is fucking wacky.
arguing. All right.
You love it. Don't act like you don't like it.
I do love it, but
It's
I don't know
it's
about the views.
entertaining, I guess.
maybe we should just start like a
Just
podcast
coming
where
into
we
an
just shit
informational
each other.
podcast. Where Travis is coming into an informational podcast without the information.
That's the twist.
I mean, y'all got the information.
That's the twist, Sarah. You don't get it.
It's not like I didn't bring anything to the table.
Yeah, you're right. I just think that's hilarious. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It just blindsides me.
I can see it in your eyes, Harold. You're fuming with rage.
Fucking not, dude.
Look at that evil grin.
Anyways, if we don't have anything else to say, we're coming up on that hour mark, surprisingly.
Heck yeah.
We are.
Yeah. Does anyone like want to add anything?
I want to add.
If not,
I
I can.
want to
go
add
ahead.
one last cryptid. His name's Mr. White.
All right.
Walter White.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you guys like the video, you guys like listening to us, even though we're unprepared and we're scuffed as fuck. Go ahead, leave
That's
a
our
like,
charm, though.
maybe comment. Go ahead and subscribe.
And tell us about
You
your
guys
favorite
have any
cryptid.
tell us about your favorite cryptid down in the comments below.
Yeah.
If just make sure they don't eat children, okay?
Unless they're like
Um,
dust bunnies.
if you guys want us to check out something, go ahead, let us know. We'll take a look at it. You guys wanna plug anything except for like next week's, or not next week's, but like the week after? Look forward to the to the
next
ghost
episode.
to the paranormal, ghost hunting podcast.
Yeah. You're selling this
Are
short,
you
dude.
posting that video on Spotify too?
Not the so. I'm
I don't know how
gonna.
it's gonna work.
I'll figure it out. But like the podcast episode
you
itself.
can.
The podcast
I think
episode,
you can post
Yeah.
the ghost hunting video. You can post it here, but in the title just say like video episode, and you can post it here, and that can kind of count as our next week episode since
Yeah.
we're not going to be here.
Yeah.
I say you can do that. For the people that are here for Spotify stuff, like it's inconvenient to go to YouTube and search us up to find stuff. So if you can find it on Spotify and you're okay with watching a video specifically, then cool.
We'll figure it out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. That's all. That's all. That's just stupid planning stuff that we need to have done off air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's about it, man. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. Thank you for
I
watching.
I agree.
Bye-bye.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.